In this example, I'm going to be running through setting up an opendedupe volume as well as configuring the OST config XML so that NetBackup is staged to use it as a disk pool and storage unit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually create a NetBackup or a opendedupe volume. I have a mock S3 server in my lab, and I'm going to set it up as the backend target for the storage data using the makefs.sdfs command. What you'll see here is I've already installed SDFS, and I'm going to create a volume called Pool 0. It'll have a capacity of 1 terabyte. It's going to use AWS. Here is the access key, the secret key. We're going to disable checking whether or not the bucket is already created. This is the bucket name we're going to use, and here is the URL to the internal S3 emulator that I'm using. So I'll go ahead and create it. It created the volume, and now I'm going to mount that volume under the opendedupe volumes directory. So I'm going to make a directory called opendedupe volumes pool 0. And then I'm going to mount that file system to that location. All right. So it's creating all the metadata associated with the volume. It will then mount the volume. And the volume is mounted. If I do a df-h, you'll see that the volume is mounted right here. I can then also add this to FS tab so that it will be remounted on reboot. But I'm not going to do that right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and edit the OST XML configuration file associated with opendedupe that is located in etc sdfs ost config. And in here, we've added comments. We're going to call the name of the volume that it's connecting to, and this maps to the server name when you're setting it up. In NetBackup, we're going to call it NBU. NBU master 01 local, and the volume path. So this is the path under opendedupe volumes that it'll look for to write data to. The URL is the control channel that the OST connector uses to connect to opendedupe for things like accelerator as well as checking volumes. And if you wanted to set it up so that it would use a subdirectory under an opendedupe volume, this is where you would specify the subdirectory. In any event, we are done. I'm going to write it, and now I'm going to restart NetBackup.